I drained my savings to help my sister in an emergency, and 2 months later I saw her sipping wine in a hot tub on Instagram. But it gets even worse, much worse. She told the entire family I was the one who refused to help her when she was homeless, and they believed her. Let me back up. My name's Kayla. I'm 31, live in Richmond, Virginia, and work as a financial planner. I'm the responsible one, the one who remembers birthdays, budgets like a maniac, and hasn't missed a Sunday family dinner in 3 years. My sister Mia? Not so much. She's the free spirit who floats between pyramid schemes and business ideas that somehow always involve other people's money. Still, she's my sister. And when she called me crying at 11:43 p.m. on a Tuesday, I didn't hesitate. Kayla, I'm going to be on the street tomorrow, she sobbed. I got scammed. Everything's gone. Please, please don't tell Mom. She sounded so broken I felt my chest tighten. I asked her how much she needed. $20,000, just to get back on my feet. I promise I'll pay you back as soon as I can get this mess sorted out, I swear. I wired her the money the next morning. She responded gratefully by text. Kayla, I swear I'll pay you back every single penny. Once I get my new job lined up, I can give you $2,000 a month starting in October. I'll have it all paid back by next summer. You're literally saving my life right now. No contracts, no fuss, just faith. Stupid, I know. But I'd just gotten a bonus at work. I figured Karma would pay me back someday. Turns out Karma was on vacation. With my sister. 2 months passed. I'd texted Mia a few times. She'd reply late, vague. Still figuring things out. Things are rough. I didn't push. I thought she was healing. Then one Sunday my cousin Tasha said something that made my jaw lock. Mia's Insta stories are fire lately. That hot tub in Sedona, girls living like a queen. I froze. Hot tub? I asked. She pulled it up without thinking. There she was, Mia, laughing in a champagne-colored bikini in the bubbling spa of what looked like a 5-star Airbnb. Her caption? Manifested peace, finally living the life I deserve. I nearly dropped the glass of sangria in my hand. I clicked through the rest of her stories. Rooftop brunches, designer bags, a glimpse of a brand new silver Lexus with a pink bow, and finally, the coup de grace, a selfie in front of a gorgeous vacation house with the words, Home Sweet Home, love the new chapter. My hand was shaking. Home sweet what? Was this the emergency she needed my life savings for? I didn't say anything at dinner, not yet, but my mind was racing. She lied. She lied to my face and stole from me with tears in her voice. Worse? My mom had just told me the day before, I don't know why you're so cold to your sister lately. She's been through so much. Mia was out there living in luxury while I was eating frozen spinach and canceling my gym membership to make up the gap. That's when I knew. I wasn't getting my money back, but she was about to get something much, much worse. I didn't sleep that night. I lay in bed staring at the ceiling, my fists clenched, replaying every phone call, every guilt trip, every "you're such a good sister" that came out of her lying mouth. By morning, I had screenshots. I had timestamps. I had a plan. But first, I needed to test the waters. I called my mom. Hey, have you talked to Mia lately? Of course, honey, she's doing her best. Poor thing's still recovering. I almost choked. Recovering? From what? Being homeless, Kayla. She told us you wouldn't even lend her a dime when she was desperate. Honestly, I'm shocked at you. There it was, the twist of the knife. Mia hadn't just lied to me. She'd rewritten the whole story for the family. In her version, I was the villain, cold, selfish, uncaring. I was shaking. Mom, she borrowed $20,000 from me 2 months ago, said it was an emergency. What? Her voice dropped. She said you refused. That's why she had to sleep in her car for a week. I nearly laughed. Not because it was funny, because it was insulting. Mia had told everyone I let her rot in a Honda Civic while she was actually sipping organic mimosas in a robe that probably cost more than my couch. I sent Mom the screenshots, the house, the Lexus, the spa. She went quiet for a full minute. We need to talk as a family, she said, and hung up. Good, let's. The next family dinner was at my parents' house, like always. Roast chicken, mac and cheese, the works. Mia walked in late. Of course. wearing a flowing pink maxi dress, designer sunglasses on her head, even though it was 6 p.m., and a giant Chanel tote on her arm. She kissed Mom's cheek like she was royalty. "Sorry, the traffic from my neighborhood is insane. You know how it is when you live near the lake?" "The lake?" My uncle raised an eyebrow. My cousin smirked. She didn't notice. She plopped down beside me and gave me a fake, syrupy smile. "Hey, sis, you look tired." I smiled back, cold. Probably from working so hard to support struggling family members. She froze for half a second, just a flicker. Then Mom stood. She cleared her throat and held up her phone. "Before we eat, I want to show everyone a little slideshow Mia shared on Instagram." Mia's smile evaporated. Picture after picture flashed across the screen. Mia in the hot tub. Mia with the Lexus. Mia sipping from a gold-rimmed cocktail glass with the caption, "Emergency who?" Silence. Even the mashed potatoes looked embarrassed. Then my dad spoke. "Did you really borrow 20 grand from your sister and tell us she refused to help?" Mia turned beet red. "It wasn't like that. Kayla said I could have it. She knows I've always struggled. I needed a fresh start." I stood. "No, I said I'd loan it to you. You lied to me, and then you lied to them." Tears started, but they were the wrong kind, the crocodile kind. "You don't understand what it's like living in my shadow. Everyone always thinks you're the golden child." Gaslighting, classic Mia. But the room wasn't buying it, not this time. After that dinner, Mia tried to go radio silent. No texts, no calls. She even blocked me on Instagram. Like that would help. See, Mia never understood something about me. I don't get mad, I get strategic. She wanted to play rich? Fine. I'd show her what it cost. I started with the family group chat, the one she'd muted long ago. "Hey fam, just in case anyone missed dinner. Here's a breakdown of Mia's $20,000 emergency. Spoiler. It involves a lakeside villa and a Lexus." I attached screenshots, receipts, and even a short screen recording of her public story where she twirled in her jacuzzi with the caption, "Manifesting this lifestyle forever, #blessed." My uncle replied with a single word, "Wow." My cousin, "She asked me for $5,000 last month." Wait, what? Within hours, the family thread blew up like a reality show reunion. Turns out, my cousin Jake had been her next target. She'd spun him some story about needing money for a business certification that would get her a 6-figure job. "I told her I'd think about it," Jake texted. "Thank God I saw this first." Mia's image, the struggling underdog, was crumbling, and I wasn't done. I got a text from her at midnight. "Why are you trying to destroy me?" I stared at the message. "I'm not destroying you. I'm just telling the truth louder than your lies." Once the mask was off, Mia did what she always did. Panic, then lie harder. She tried damage control with the family. "It was a misunderstanding. Kayla told me not to worry about paying her back. She said it was a gift." Girl, no. I pulled up the email where I outlined repayment terms. $2,000 per month, interest-free, because I actually was trying to help her. My dad finally stepped in. "Mia, either you return your sister's money or you don't step foot in this house again." That stung. Mia always played Dad's favorite. Her silence was all the answer we needed. Something shifted inside me. This wasn't just about embarrassment anymore. It was about justice. It was now obvious she had no intention of ever paying me back. I called my friend Harlan, who worked as a private investigator. We'd gone to college together, and he specialized in financial fraud cases. "Harlan, I need a favor. My sister basically stole 20 grand from me, and I want to know exactly where it went." He laughed, but not in a mean way. "Kayla, you're a financial planner. You know how to trace money better than most people. What do you really need?" "I need to know if what she did was actually criminal, and I need leverage." We met at a coffee shop the next morning. Harlan pulled out a yellow legal pad and started asking questions like a detective. "Did she sign anything? Any documentation of the loan?" "I have the wire transfer and text messages where she promised to pay me back." "Good. What about her assets? The car, the house?" "That's what I want to find out." Harlan spent the next hour teaching me how to conduct a basic asset search. Public records, vehicle registrations, property deeds. If she's living beyond her means, we'll find out how she's doing it, and if she's hiding assets, we'll find those too. That afternoon, I dove into the research like it was my job. The Lexus, leased under an LLC that didn't exist 6 months ago. The lakeside house, a short-term rental that cost $4,500 a month. Her designer clothes, credit card debt that was piling up faster than snow in a blizzard. But here's the kicker. She'd opened 3 new credit cards in the past 2 months, all with high limits, all maxed out. My $20,000 wasn't funding a sustainable lifestyle. It was funding a house of cards that was about to collapse. Armed with my research, I decided to pay Mia a visit. I found her at a high-end day spa in downtown Richmond, getting what looked like a $300 facial treatment. I walked right up to the reception desk. "Excuse me, I need to speak with Mia. It's a family emergency." The receptionist looked concerned and buzzed her out of her treatment room. Mia appeared in a fluffy white robe, her face covered in some kind of green mask, looking like a very expensive alien. When she saw me, her eyes went wide. "Kayla, what are you doing here? We need to talk. Now." She glanced around nervously, aware that other customers were watching. "Can't this wait? I'm in the middle of—" "No, it can't." I followed her to a quiet corner of the spa's relaxation room. "I know about the credit cards, Mia. I know about the LLC. I know you're drowning in debt." Her face went pale under the green mask. "You've been investigating me? I've been trying to figure out what happened to my money. And guess what? It's gone. All of it. You spent $20,000 in 2 months on a fake lifestyle." She started to cry. Real tears this time. "I'm in so much trouble, Kayla. I don't know what to do." For a moment, I felt that old familiar tug, the urge to fix her problems, to be the responsible sister. Then I remembered the family dinner, the lies, the manipulation. "Here's what you're going to do. You're going to sell that car. You're going to move out of that house, and you're going to get a real job and start paying me back." "I can't sell the car. I need it for work." "What work? Your Instagram account?" She stood up, the spa robe billowing around her like a dramatic exit. "You don't understand. I'm building a brand. I'm an influencer. This is an investment in my future. With my money. It was a gift. You said I didn't have to worry about paying you back." And there it was. The gaslighting again. "A gift, Mia? You're insane. Who am I? Father Christmas? I have the text messages. I have the wire transfer documentation. I have everything. Whether you like it or not, Mia, you are paying this money." She stormed out, leaving me sitting in a meditation room surrounded by the smell of lavender and the sound of new age music. But I wasn't done. Harlan called me 3 days later, his voice tight with excitement. "Kayla, you need to sit down. I found something." "What?" "Your sister didn't just take your money. She took out a personal loan using your credit information." My blood ran cold. "What do you mean?" "I mean, she applied for a $15,000 personal loan from a predatory lender, and she used your employment information and salary details to qualify. The loan was approved and deposited into her account 2 weeks after you gave her the 20 grand. I was speechless. "Harlan, that's identity theft. That's exactly what it is, and it's a federal crime." He emailed me the documentation he'd uncovered through his professional channels, bank records, loan applications, everything. Mia hadn't just lied to me about needing money. She'd stolen my identity to get even more. "The good news is, you're not liable for the loan, but the bad news is, your sister is looking at serious criminal charges if you want to pursue this." I stared at the documents for a long time. Part of me wanted to call her and give her a chance to explain. Part of me wanted to call the police immediately. Instead, I called my mom. "Mom, I need to tell you something, and after I tell you, I need you to help me decide what to do." The family meeting was at my parents' house, but this time it wasn't a dinner. It was an intervention. Mom, Dad, Uncle Rob, Aunt Gloria, and my cousin Jake all sat in the living room while I presented my case like a prosecutor. Bank records, credit reports, loan applications, screenshots of Mia's lifestyle posts. She didn't just take my money, she committed identity theft. She's looking at felony charges. Dad put his head in his hands. "How did we not see this?" "Because she's good at what she does," I said. "She's a professional victim. She makes you feel sorry for her while she's robbing you blind." Mom was crying. We have to help her. She's family. We've been helping her for 30 years, Mom. Look where it got us. Uncle Rob spoke up. What do you want to do, Kayla? I want my money back, and I want her to face consequences for identity theft. That means police. That means court. That means your sister could go to prison. The room went quiet. I know. Jake leaned forward. What if we give her one chance? What if we all confront her together and tell her she has to make this right, or we're calling the police? She's had chances. She's had 30 years of chances. But Mom was looking at me with such desperate hope that I felt my resolve wavering. One chance, I said finally. But I'm not doing this alone. And if she runs, if she lies, if she tries to manipulate any of us, I'm filing a police report that day. We called Mia and asked her to come to the house for a family meeting. She showed up in yoga pants and an oversized checked shirt, looking like she'd been crying for days. I know why you're all here, she said before anyone could speak. I know you hate me. We don't hate you, Mom said. We're worried about you, and we're worried about what you've done. I pulled out the loan documents. Mia, you used my personal information to take out a $15,000 loan. That's identity theft. That's a federal crime. She looked at the papers like they were written in a foreign language. I didn't mean for it to happen like that. I panicked. I needed the money and I knew you'd say no if I asked for more. So you stole my identity instead. I was going to pay it back. I was going to pay everything back. With what money? You don't have a job. You don't have any income. You're living in a fantasy. She broke down completely then, sobbing into her hands. I know I messed up. I know I'm a failure. I know everyone thinks I'm worthless. And there it was, the manipulation, the pity party, the deflection. But this time, nobody rushed to comfort her. Dad spoke first. Mia, you have two choices. You can check yourself into a financial rehabilitation program, get a job, and start paying your sister back. Or Kayla can file criminal charges against you. What's a financial rehabilitation program? It's like therapy, but for people who have destructive relationships with money, I said. Harlan found one in Richmond. It's a 6-month program. And if I do that, you won't press charges? If you complete the program, get a job, and start making payments, I'll consider it. Consider it? Mia, you stole $35,000 from me, 20 in cash, 15 through identity theft. You're going to pay back every penny with interest. She looked around the room, searching for someone to take her side. Nobody did. Fine, she said finally. I'll do the program. And you'll move out of that house, and you'll return the car. How am I supposed to get to work without a car? The same way millions of people do it. Bus, Uber, bicycle, I don't care. She nodded, defeated. I'll start Monday. Mia did enter the financial rehabilitation program. She lasted 3 weeks before dropping out and disappearing for 2 months. When she resurfaced, she was working as a waitress at a chain restaurant and living in a studio apartment across town. I filed the police report. The criminal case took 8 months to resolve. Mia pled guilty to identity theft and was sentenced to 2 years of probation and community service. She was also ordered to pay full restitution, $35,000 plus interest. As of today, she's paid back $847. I don't expect to see the rest of the money, but I'm okay with that. Because what I got in return was something more valuable than money. I got my life back, learned to set boundaries, and learned to say no. I learned that loving someone doesn't mean letting them destroy you. Our family dynamics have changed as well. Mia is no longer the golden child who can do no wrong. That's all changed now. Instead, she's the cautionary tale we tell at family dinners. Remember when Mia has become a common refrain. Initially, I felt guilty, wondered if I could or should have dealt with things a different way, a way that didn't involve my sister getting a criminal record. But I don't feel guilty about it anymore. Sometimes, the best way to love someone is to let them face the consequences of their actions. And sometimes, the best revenge is simply refusing to be a victim. Moral of the story? Trust, but verify. And when someone shows you who they are, believe them the first time. Because family or not, a thief is a thief. And I'm nobody's ATM. If you loved seeing Mia get exactly what she deserved, you'll love this next story that just popped on the screen. And if you think I was too harsh with my own sister, or that I should have reported her to the police earlier, or you just want to share your own experiences, write about it in the comments below. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to this channel first, because trust me, the stories just keep getting better.